Let me tell you the story of the gods of ancient Egypt, weaving their tales in a more narrative and engaging manner. Imagine a world shaped by divine beings, where gods and goddesses not only rule the heavens and earth but also play a crucial part in the lives and afterlives of mortals. In the beginning, the creation. A deep dive into the first chapter of ancient Egyptian mythology unfolds a narrative rich with cosmic wonder and divine intrigue. In this ancient void, where the universe was still an unshaped expanse, there existed only none, the primordial waters of chaos. This boundless, dark ocean held within it the potential for all existence, yet nothing had form or definition. It was from these mysterious depths that Atum, the first god and architect of all that is, emerged. Atum, often visualized as the sun, was the self-created deity, the source from which all life would spring. He represents not just physical creation, but also the illumination of consciousness and understanding. Alone in the vastness of none, Atum bore two children, Shu and Tefnut, through an act of divine will and self-generation. Shu, the god of air, and Tefnut, the goddess of moisture, were vital in transforming the chaos into order, separating the elements and setting the foundations of the earth and the heavens. Their creation led to the birth of Geb and Nut, earth and sky, pivotal figures in the Egyptian cosmology. Geb lay beneath, a symbol of fertility and strength, while Nut arched above as the protective canopy of the sky, adorned with stars. However, Shu, fulfilling his role as the separator of elements, divided Geb and Nut, decreeing that the sky must remain apart from the earth. This separation was a critical moment in the creation saga, symbolizing the establishment of the world's order and balance. The mythology also touches upon the plight of Nut, forbidden to bear her children on any day of the year. Thoth, the deity of wisdom and knowledge, intervened with a clever solution. He gambled with the moon and created 5 extra days, not aligned with any year. During these days, Nut bore her children Osiris, Isis, Seth, and Nephthys, each becoming central figures in the vast tapestry of Egyptian mythology. This narrative is not just a story of creation but a reflection of the Egyptians' understanding of the world. It encapsulates themes of birth, renewal, and the perpetual struggle between order and chaos. The tale of Atum and his descendants sets the stage for the complex and interwoven myths of gods and goddesses that would define one of the most fascinating ancient civilizations in human history. The saga of Osiris and Isis delves into the heart of ancient Egyptian mythology, unraveling a story rich with themes of love, betrayal, resurrection, and justice. This tale, central to Egyptian belief, begins with Osiris, the benevolent ruler of Egypt. Known for bringing civilization and agriculture to his people, Osiris was a symbol of good governance and fertility. However, beneath this golden era lurked a dark shadow in the form of his brother Seth, the god of chaos and the desert, who was envious of Osiris's power and popularity. Seth, cunning and ruthless, devised a sinister plan to usurp the throne. He tricked Osiris into lying in a beautifully decorated coffin, which he then sealed and cast into the Nile. The coffin, carrying Osiris's body, journeyed down the river and eventually became embedded in a tree in Byblos. Upon learning of her husband's demise, Isis, the goddess of magic and wisdom, set out on a poignant quest to retrieve his body. Her journey was fraught with challenges, but her determination knew no bounds. In Byblos, she retrieved the coffin and returned to Egypt, hiding it in the marshes. The saga took a darker turn when Seth discovered the body, furiously dismembering it and scattering the pieces across Egypt. Undeterred, the resilient Isis, along with her sister Nephthys, embarked on a painstaking mission to recover the fragments of Osiris's body. Each piece they found became a sacred site. With her powerful magic, Isis reassembled Osiris's body and, through mystical rituals, brought him back to life. Osiris's resurrection was not to reclaim his throne but to become the lord of the afterlife, ruling the realm of the dead. This transformation marked him as a symbol of rebirth and eternal life, a hope for all Egyptians that life continued beyond death. Meanwhile, Isis conceived a son, Horus, who was raised in secret in the marshes to protect him from Seth's wrath. Horus, depicted as a falcon-headed deity, grew to embody vengeance and justice. He challenged Seth, seeking to avenge his father's death and reclaim the throne. The ensuing battles between Horus and Seth were not mere conflicts but represented the timeless struggle between order and chaos, good and evil. This saga is a testament to the enduring power of loyalty, resilience, and justice. The story of Osiris and Isis captures the essence of the Egyptian worldview, a belief in the cyclical nature of life, the possibility of resurrection, and the idea that good ultimately triumphs over evil. It's a narrative that resonated deeply with the ancient Egyptians, influencing their rituals, art, and the very fabric of their society. In their tale, we find not just mythology, but a window into the soul of an ancient civilization, a story that continues to fascinate and inspire millennia later. The Vengeance of Horus is a captivating chapter in the saga of ancient Egyptian mythology, rich with themes of justice, power, and destiny. This epic tale unfolds with Horus, the falcon-headed god, who was born amidst secrecy and reared in the marshes of the Nile, hidden from the wrath of his uncle, Seth. Horus, the son of Osiris and Isis, was not just a god, he was the embodiment of rightful kingship, destined to avenge his father's murder and reclaim the throne usurped by Seth. As Horus grew, so did his strength and determination. His mother, Isis, imbued in him the wisdom and skills he would need to challenge Seth. The conflict between Horus and Seth was more than a family feud. It was a cosmic struggle, symbolizing the eternal battle between order and chaos. Seth, the god of storms and disorder, represented chaos and tyranny, while Horus symbolized order, justice, and rightful rule. Their battles were legendary, taking place both in the courts of the gods and on the battlefields of the earth. In one of their most famous encounters, Horus and Seth engaged in a series of challenges to prove their supremacy. These contests were as much about wits and wisdom as they were about strength and power. In a particularly fierce battle, Horus lost his left eye, and Seth was severely injured. The eye of Horus, once healed, became a powerful amulet, symbolizing protection, healing, and restoration. The conflict culminated in a great tribunal of the gods, presided over by Ra, the sun god. The gods debated the rightful heir to the throne of Egypt. With the wise counsel of Thoth and the support of other deities, the verdict was eventually in favor of Horus. This judgment was not just a victory for Horus but a re-establishment of cosmic order and the triumph of light over darkness. Horus's ascension to the throne was more than a mere political shift. It was a restoration of the principles of Ma'at, the concept of truth, balance, and cosmic order. Pharaohs of Egypt were henceforth considered the living embodiment of Horus, maintaining Ma'at in the kingdom. The story of Horus's vengeance is a powerful narrative that resonated deeply with the ancient Egyptians. It reinforced the belief in rightful rule and the idea that good, represented by Horus, would always triumph over evil, represented by Seth. The tale also emphasized the importance of wisdom, endurance, and resilience in overcoming adversity. In the figure of Horus, the ancient Egyptians found a symbol of hope and divine justice. His story was not just a myth but a guiding principle, shaping the religious and political landscape of ancient Egypt. The saga of his struggle and ultimate victory continues to capture the imagination, embodying the timeless struggle between good and evil, order and chaos. Horus, with his falcon head and piercing gaze, stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of Egyptian mythology, a hero for the ages whose story is etched in the annals of time. The Daily Journey of Ra is a mesmerizing tale from the heart of ancient Egyptian mythology, embodying the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Ra, the mighty sun god, was not just a deity. He was the very life force, the illuminator of the world, and the king of all gods. Every day, he embarked on a celestial journey across the sky, a voyage that was much more than a mere passage of time. It was a cosmic ballet, symbolizing the eternal struggle between order and chaos, light and darkness. Ra's journey began at dawn, in the eastern horizon, where he was born anew each day. His solar boat, the Manjet, glided across the sky, a golden bark carrying the sun disk. Ra, in his resplendent glory, shone upon the lands of Egypt, bringing warmth, growth, and life. The people of Egypt would rise with him, basking in his radiance, their day-to-day activities synchronized with his heavenly path. As the sun reached its zenith, Ra was at his most powerful, the ruler of all he surveyed. The gods and mortals alike paid homage to him, for his favor meant prosperity and his wrath spelled doom. Temples dedicated to Ra resonated with chants and prayers, as priests performed rituals to honor the god of the sun. However, as the sun began its descent towards the western horizon, Ra's journey took a perilous turn. His boat, the Mesiktet, entered the Duat, the mysterious and treacherous underworld. This nightly passage was fraught with danger, for here lurked Apophis, the great serpent, embodiment of chaos and destruction. Apophis sought to swallow the sun, plunging the world into eternal darkness. Every night, Ra, accompanied by a retinue of gods, battled Apophis. These battles were epic and fraught with danger.